I'm happy to be joined by a couple students from Shawnee State University in the southern portion of Ohio. I've got Logan Boston, who's a sophomore at Shawnee State, and Vanessa Desitel, who is a senior at Shawnee State. They're both mathematical sciences majors with a concentration in actuarial sciences, and I appreciate you both taking the time to talk with me. Logan, I want to start with you. Tell me, first of all, how are you doing? And, tell me where you are and sort of how you, as a student, you've been handling this time.
I'm doing all right. A lot more free time now. Class has been going good. Not much changed really. Instead, I watch video lectures instead of driving to class, which is pretty nice. Saves me some gas money. It hasn't been too big of a switch for me. I take a lot of online classes as is. Saves me a lot of time, and I find it relatively easy to work online.
It's taken a lot of time management to make sure that I can get everything accomplished. I feel like I have less free time though, because I feel like I'm constantly watching lectures and I'm kind of tied to that instead of I am at the school for this and this amount of time. But overall, I think I'm doing all right.
Are you optimistic in any way? Have you found optimism when thinking about your future and your particular field of study?
With everything going on, I see a lot more people focus on their medical care and their welfare and that side. So your insurance plays a big part in that. So this has showed that the insurance field is something that's not going to go away, even when big things like this happen, because something people rely on and is essential, as we've been using a lot recently.
And this one's for you, Vanessa. You're a senior. You're going to be looking for work here in a few months. What are your thoughts on just a lot of companies out there have laid people off, not to mention, talking about freezing the hiring. What are the emotions? What are you thinking? How are you feeling when thinking about the road ahead for you as you graduate?
I'm trying to stay positive, trying to just do what I can right now to put me in the best position to find a good job later and to be the best candidate that I can be.
What should employers and people in the workforce know about students who are working through this?
You just see that they are able to work in a crisis, that they want to succeed because they're still pushing through and doing the work, and that they're resourceful, that they're able to figure out the best way for themselves to learn independently. And I think those are all good qualities in an employee.
I think that's a great point, actually, because, a lot of us members of companies, we're leaning on, for me, it's 20 other people. For other companies, it's thousands of people. And you've got yourself, really, and maybe your close-knit family, and you're working through this crisis as an individual. So that's a great point where, if you can work through this individually, as a student, you'd be a great person to handle a crisis as a member of a team. So that shouldn't be overlooked. Logan, how about you? What should employers know about students who are working through this?
It shows that we have a really good ability to adapt to our environment and whatever situation we're going through. It shows that we can work through, like Vanessa said, crises or other high stress situations we're put in, and I feel like that makes us a relatively valuable asset to a company. We're resilient, we are easily taught, and can teach yourself if the need be.
Well, thank you both very much, and best of luck. Thank you for joining and taking the time, and best of luck as you finish out your school year.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.